Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 25 of Heard You Like Me, and this one is titled Confusion and Despair. So, where are we supposed to go first? You asked Jirou as you walked. I wasn't really paying attention. I was a little distracted. Oh, we just patrol up and down these walkways and streets. Jirou gestured ahead. Ah, you're so smart. I'm glad I'm with you. My brain retains things about as well as a metal strainer holds water, you said confidently, and Jirou snorted with amusement. All we need to do is walk and look, she said. It's a no-brainer. Good, because I don't have one of those. Can we also do sneaky hand-holding? You asked, untucking her arm from under yours and holding her hand in your hand as you looked around. There are no hand-holding police here. Jirou blushed as her little hand slipped neatly into yours and you gave it a squeeze as you smiled down at her. She looked up at you and your heart skipped a beat. She was just so cute. Hey, so I never told you something, Jirou said suddenly. I used to have a crush on Momo too. You did? You asked with surprise. When? Well, you were the one who broke the spell, she said a little shyly, looking away. I liked her right up until I started to fall for you. Oh, well, aren't you a cutie? You asked, stepping into her a little and nudging her with your arm. She smiled shyly and glanced at you and then looked away. But, yeah, anyway, it's whatever now. I'm so chill with what we've got. I'm really happy you like me back, she said in her mind. Same here, you replied. You and her walked around the corner of one of the townhouses and headed down another very quiet street, and then you quickly stepped in behind her and wrapped your arms down low around her waist, and lifted her up and spun her around. Hey, she gasped with embarrassment. What are you doing? Oh, just wanted to give you a cuddle, but didn't want to make it look obvious, you said as you put her back down again. And spinning me around doesn't look suspicious, she asked. Well, I could have added in some backing music if you wanted, like, helicopter, helicopter, para-chopper, you sung. Oh God, please don't, she cringed, which made you laugh. Anyway, here's another corner, you said exuberantly, as you headed around the next corner with her, and you both looked up to see a dead end ahead. Oh, she said as she stopped. It's a dead end. She went to turn around to head back out, but you quickly put your arm out to stop her, your palm quickly smacking into the building wall beside you. What is it? She asked, having been stopped and looking at you for an explanation. You said, turning to face her and backing her up against the wall there so you could place your other hand on the other side of her head. Oh, hell, this is hot, Jirou thought. Is it? You asked with a smirk, as you bent your head down and looked her in the eye. I'm glad you think so. What if someone comes? She asked softly. I can't hear anyone around, you replied quietly. I just wanted to get a little closer to you and needed somewhere quiet to do it. What do you mean by get close? She asked innocently. You glanced at her lips, then back into her eyes. Well, you know, you said as you licked your bottom lip and then bit into the side of it, pulling your bottom lip between your teeth for just a second. Her eyes were drawn to the movement, and her lips parted as she watched you. Then her eyes met yours again. If you wanted to kiss, I'd be happy to give you one. Or you could give me one. I'm not fussed. Or hey, we could save it for later, you offered, not wanting to pressure her, but also really keen to give this cute little girlie a little love. I could give you one, Jirou said in her mind, her cheeks dusting pink as she leaned her head forwards to you, and you tilted your head to the side and closed your eyes as her super soft lips met yours. Oh, well, you thought as you kissed her, letting her pull back and then come in again for another kiss. Your lips are so soft, Jirou said in her mind, and you smirked as you kissed her again. I was just thinking the same thing about yours, you whispered, just getting your words out before she kissed you again. Just then you heard the inner monologue of one of the residents in the block of houses and pushed off the wall. Someone's nearby, you said to Jirou. Probably should continue our rounds instead of playing kiss and tell in the alleyway of the gated community. It was your idea, she replied cheekily. And I take full responsibility, yep, you replied as you reached an arm out around her and pulled her into your side. Thanks for that, though. You have the cutest, yummiest kisses. No, you, she said in her mind, too shy to say it out loud as she blushed hard and pulled on her earjacks. Cute, you said as you let her go. The rest of the rounds went pretty well. You may have stolen a few more kisses here and there, but for the most part you were well behaved. Momo, on the other hand, was a little out of sorts. She caught sight of you and Jirou a few times while walking around, and you appeared to be having a great time, and if she had to admit it, she would have to concede that she was a little jealous and was feeling left out. I guess I assumed that things would remain the same between us, she thought when she was sure she was out of your hearing range. I still wanted her to hug me and hold my hand or let me hold her arm, but it looks like those things are no longer allowed. Can't friends do that? Am I wrong? But also, why do I get the feeling she's moved on? And why do I feel like it was very quick? Why am I the one worrying about this? I didn't even put myself on the line and put my feelings out there like she did, Momo thought. Mina, although she couldn't read minds, she could clearly see something was bothering Momo, and just the way the Ravenette kept pausing and looking whenever she saw you was enough to send Mina's T-radar into overdrive. She determined at the next available moment she was going to ask you what had happened. She also noted that you and Jirou seemed very chummy and wanted to know what that was all about too. And so that night, back at the dorm rooms, Mina put her curiosity into motion and came knocking on your door. Oh, hey there, you greeted her as you opened the door. Are you selling cookies or collecting money? You joked. I'm collecting yins, she said with a grin. Oh, well, looks like you found one. Bye, Momo, I'll be back, you said as you stepped out the door and followed Mina. Oh, but... Momo went to say, but you had already disappeared. A lump formed in her throat as she stared at the closed door, and a single tear slipped down her cheek. Oh, what's wrong with me? She asked herself, pulling her legs up to her chest as she sat at the desk. Why do I feel like I made the wrong decision? Is this another case of homework needing help with? You asked Mina, as you walked with her back to her room. Oh, definitely, she said with a chuckle. I have so many questions this time. You made it to her room and you both entered, and then you flopped down on her bed. Okay, rapid fire, I'm ready, you said. Okay, so what is up with Momo? How did last night go? And why are you and Jirou so chummy all of a sudden? Mina asked, doing rapid fire, like you said. Oh, wait, whoa, wait up, hang on. I only have one mouth and you've asked me 3 questions. You laughed, looking up at her. You told me to do it rapid fire, so I did, she chuckled. Anyway, so what happened last night? Did you tell Momo you liked her and that you were gay? No, wait, other way around. That you were gay and that you liked her? Oh, okay, so, man, last night was wild. I hope you're sitting down, you said as soon as she plopped herself down on her desk chair. Okay, good. Everyone accounted for? You joked. Come on, spill the tea. I am ready, Mina said excitedly, which made you laugh again. Okay, so I went back and told Momo that I was gay, and she kind of just made the match in her head and worked out that I liked her, so I confirmed it. Then she said she needed some time to think, and I was like, yeah, okay, standard. And then she asked if I could leave for a little bit so that she could think without me listening in, and I was like, fair. So I left and went to the kitchen, you said. Well, don't just leave it there, MLB. Come on, you got to give us more. Stay tuned for tomorrow. The next part will be up then. I'll see you then.